and today I have none other than Poppie, man. Type 1 World Poppie, Type 1 World Poppie, or just Poppie, man. And I would be remiss if I didn't say RIP to Poppie, man. Alright, now that we got that out the way, man, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. That helps me, man. It helps me get these videos out to the people, man, and to get new subscribers. And that's what really keeps me going too, man, as well as you guys' comments and feedback and joining my premieres. I really appreciate seeing these numbers go up in my premieres. You guys are super dope, man, and I'm going to keep bringing you guys the content. You know, like I said, it just keeps me motivated, man. Some days, I fluctuate up and down. But it looking through the comments and seeing those comments, man, really keeps me going. So thank y'all know who you are for those comments, and also thanks to everybody keeping me on my toes, with my intros and making sure I stay consistent. I appreciate y'all. All right, nonetheless, man, we're getting into this paperwork, and it's not a long one. I do have a lab report that is a separate document than this that I have down here in the corner, that I'll go ahead and pull up once we finish this one. So this is a Chicago Police Department case supplementary report. This is a progress violent scene, homicide, first degree murder, 0110 IUCR code. All right. And the date of occurrence is June 16th, 2017, 15:00 hours. Date submitted June 28th, 2017, 17:50 hours. This is a field investigation progress violent scene report. All right, we have victim 1 Sherrod Rhyme, male, black, 18 years. Date of birth year 99. Employment clerk. Employer's business name LMP Foods and Candy Warehouse. All right, and we have suspects unknown. All right, and victim's injuries. We have gunshot, and then gunshot, maybe 4 gunshot wounds. The extent was fatal. All right, and we have motive code, is a gang. Location incident, location was in a parking lot, so you can remember that. And the method code is person shot, DNA. Okay, and we're getting down into the notifications and passing those to get to the investigation for the violent crime supplementary report, crime scene supplementary report, excuse me. All right, for the 1 victim. All right, and the victim, I'm not sure what this redaction is here, but has maybe 1 felony, 5 misdemeanors. Injuries: gunshot wound number 1, enter upper mid right back, exit right rear base of neck, and enter right back of neck lodged. Gunshot wound number 2, enter back of right tricep, exit front of right bicep, excuse me. Gunshot wound number 3, entrance to mid right back. Gunshot wound number 4, entrance to right buttock. Gunshot wound number 5, entrance to left buttock. Taken to Stroger Hospital. Condition fatal. And family member notified was a male 126. It's a weapon, firearm capable of firing 9mm caliber cartridges. Manner and motive. The victim was assisting a customer to their car when a maroon colored vehicle pulled up, and the offender exited and fired multiple shots at the victim. Motive is possibly gang related. All right, and it seems they have some private video from the store itself, provided reporting detectives with a DVD or surveillance or video surveillance which captured the incident. Redacted, owner has access and only available during morning hours. Reporting detectives to make arrangements to retrieve any video with evidentiary value. A&G Foods, footage not available for several days. Reporting detectives will make arrangements to return and retrieve any video of evidentiary value. right? We have some inventory for the evidence, for the video surveillance. And we have our investigation here. It's on June. Hold on, we forgot to look at, to be interviewed, unknown male, one customer. All right, on June 16, 2017, at 1600 hours, reporting detectives were assigned to a person shot at 70 Redacted South State Street. Reporting detectives learned that the victim, Sherrod Rhyme, had been shot in the head and had been transported to Stroger Hospital by CFD ambulance number 14. Reporting detectives further learned that a crime scene consisting of spent shell casings had been located by responding 003rd District personnel. Reporting detectives then relocated to Stroger Hospital. Upon arrival, reporting detectives spoke with hospital staff who related that Rhyme was being treated for 3 gunshot wounds to the head that were lodged, 1 gunshot wound to the left upper back, 1 gunshot wound to the right upper arm, and 1 gunshot wound to the right buttock. Rhyme was being treated by Dr. Kaminsky and was in critical condition. The victim had been taken into surgery and was not available to reporting detectives. While still on the scene at Stroger Hospital, reporting detectives had the opportunity to speak with Rhymes. Redacted, related that he had been contacted by sister and informed that Rhymes had been shot and transported to Stroger Hospital. Redacted had no knowledge of this incident other than knowing that Rhymes had been shot. Reporting detectives left Redacted his contact information and advised would return in order to get an update on Rhymes' condition. Reporting detectives then relocated to the crime scene. Upon arrival, reporting detectives observed that the 7,000 block of South State Street is commercial in nature, with the LNP Wholesale Candy Company lining the majority of the east side of State Street, while the west side of the street borders the Dan Ryan Expressway. The 7,000 block of South State Street is bordered by West 71st Street to the south and West 70th Street to the north. The 7,000 block of South State Street is a one-way street in which vehicular traffic flows northbound. The crime scene was cordoned off with yellow crime scene tape and guarded by Beat 311, Police Officer Ahmad and Police Officer Collins. The crime scene cordoned off the front of 7047 State Street and extended north to approximately 737 South State Street. Located within the crime scene, reporting detectives observed a blue Toyota tape and guarded by B311 PO M. Ahmad and Police Officer Collins. The crime scene cordoned off the front of 7047 South State Street and extended north to approximately 7037 South State Street. Located within the crime scene, reporting detectives observed a blue Toyota Matrix bearing a temporary Illinois license plate number of Redacted. The vehicle was parked diagonally with the front end facing east. Just behind the rear of the vehicle on the east, reporting detectives observed a large red stain, suspect blood. Reporting detectives spoke with police officers who related that beat officers had arrived and processed the crime scene. Police Officer Ahmad further related that Technician McCabe had recovered 11 spent shell casings which were lying in the street at approximately 7047 South State Street. For details regarding the crime scene, refer to the crime scene processing report generated under this RD number. While on the scene, reporting detectives were approached by a redactor who related that she was the owner of the Toyota Matrix and had been with the victim when he was shot. Redacted agreed to be interviewed by reporting detectives regarding this incident. Redacted related, in essence, though not in verbatim, the following. Redacted related that she had been shopping at the LNP Wholesale Candy Company and had asked the manager of the store if the victim could help her load her groceries into her vehicle. The manager agreed, and the victim, along with an unknown male one customer, escorted Redacted to her vehicle. Redacted then related that the group exchanged small talk while at the rear of her vehicle as she put her groceries in the trunk. Redacted then recalled that she looked up and observed a male wearing a ski mask pointing an AK in their direction. Redactor then related that the male in the ski mask started shooting and that she dove for cover on the driver's side of the car because the shooter was on the passenger side. Redactor related that she laid on the ground until the police arrived because she was in shock over what just occurred. Redacted could not provide any further information regarding this incident, and the interview was terminated. Reporting detectives then conducted a canvass of the crime scene and were able to speak with Redacted, who is an employee of the L&P Wholesale Candy Company. Redacted related that his surveillance cameras had captured the incident. Redacted then allowed reporting detectives to view surveillance video, which captured the victim, Redacted, and the unknown male one customer loading groceries into Redacted's vehicle. A maroon four-door vehicle is observed reversing towards where the group is standing. The vehicle stops slightly ahead of the group and then reverses again past the group. A short time later, a subject is observed exiting from the passenger side of the vehicle and approaching the group. The subject apparently begins to shoot at the group, who begin to scatter. The victim falls to the ground, at which point the subject stands over him and appears to fire at the victim as he is lying on the ground. Detectives canvass of the surrounding area. Reporting detectives observed cameras mounted on the front of the building located at 70 Redacted South State Street at Jet Livery Service. Reporting detectives spoke with an employee of the livery service who related that only the owner has access to the video and he is only available there during the morning. Reporting detectives also observed cameras on the A&G food store located at 6 Redacted South State Street. Reporting detectives were able to speak with a Redacted who is the manager of the store. Redacted related that the video footage on his system was not available at that time. Reporting detectives also observed CPD pod camera number 6246 located at 71 Redacted South Lafayette Avenue, pod camera 5130 located at 68 Redacted South State Street, number 5129 located at 69 Redacted South State Street, and they submitted a video retrieval request to verify if any of the incident had been captured on the pod. Okay. Reporting detectives then relocated to Stroger Hospital in order to get an update on the condition of Sherrod Rhyme. Upon arrival, the reporting detective spoke with Dr. Williamson, who related that Rhyme had succumbed to his injuries and that she had pronounced him at 1836 hours. Reporting detectives then notified Investigator Robinson of the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, who assigned medical examiner to the case. While at Stroger Hospital, reporting detectives were able to speak with Redacted, who related that the hospital staff had informed him that his nephew had expired. Reporting detectives then provided Redacted with contact information for the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. This investigation continues, submitted by Detective Torres, Area Central Detective Division. And we have a redaction log here. Another redaction log, and that is the end of that document. All right, and I'll go ahead and do cover the lab report in another document. Thanks for joining. Peace. For the homicide. All right, and this document was submitted on September 16, 2017, 1659. This is a field investigation lab report. Victim, Sherrod Rhyme, male, black, 18. All right, we have an investigation. On June 19, 2017, reporting detectives learned that Beat 5808 and technicians of the Chicago Police Department Forensics Firearms Lab received the following inventory under Incidents Records Division number listed. Fired cartridge cases inventory number listed, which contained 11 fired 9mm Luger cartridge cases. The fired cartridge cases were assigned and labeled A through 11 by examiner. Crime scene markers 1 through 11. Headstamp markers FC 9mm Luger on exhibits A through 11. The above submitted fired cartridge cases were cleaned with an acetone solution to clean the cartridge cases heads prior to evaluation. Findings: a preliminary evaluation of the fired cartridge cases was performed, and it was determined that the fire cartridge case exhibits A1 through A11 are consistent with having been fired in the same firearm, a firearm capable of firing 9mm Luger ammunition and has a Glock type firing pin classification with the integrated ballistics identification system. This classification is only known to be produced by Glock, Smith & Wesson Sigma series and Springfield Armory XDS-9 series in 9mm Luger firearms at this time. No other suspect or known firearms capable of producing this firing pin shape should be excluded as possible candidates. It was also determined that the fire cartridge cases were all suitable for the integrated ballistics identification system brass tacks database entry, IBIS entry. The fire cartridge case exhibit A2 was entered into the integrated ballistics identification system brass tacks database. The fire cartridge cases were handled using nitrile gloves in a clean and safe manner with a handling minimized. Fire cartridge case evaluation peer reviewed by Chicago Police Department evidence technician listed. A copy of this report would be made part of the main file report of Detective Area Central. And that is the end of that document. All right, so thanks guys for tuning in. Have a great night. Peace.